Hello, welcome to the channel for this part 2 of how to change the timing chain, the cam chain on a CT110. And also here on the flywheel, the rotor, we have the timing marks, top dead center, fire. What are these two marks here for? If you're interested to find out, I'll let you know into that secret later on. Now let's get straight into it. We have two timing chains here. So when you buy a new timing chain, make sure you get the right length. The CT90 has only 86 links and the CT110 has 92 links. So as we can see on here, if you buy a CT90 timing chain, it won't fit in a CT110. It's way too short. So buy the correct length before you start. And if you thought I was exaggerating about a loose or worn timing chain flapping around and taking metal off the casings and cylinder head and sending those filings throughout your engine, just have a look at this CT90. Look at the wear where the chain has rubbed against the crankcase and taken all that metal away. That's crazy, isn't it? You can see the two lines where the cam chain, the timing chain has rubbed and worn away the soft aluminium. First thing, I'll put the adjuster mechanism in place. This is not a new one, but the roller's in good condition. So in it goes. And there's a screw, a bolt with a step plate to hold it in place. I'm trying to do it once again. It's difficult to keep my hands out of the way so that you can see. And I'll fully tighten that up a little bit later on. Hoping you can see this. It is difficult. The timing marks on the cam sprocket, the circle, and we have the crankshaft, the piston at top dead center. So the T mark in line with the pointer there. We need this circle to be in line with this line in the cylinder head. And that will mean our valve timing is correct. So as we push with that finger, I can just reach it with my left hand. There it is. And I'll try and get it somewhere close. Before I start. I'll just loosely place the camshaft in there, just to hold that in position. Now we need the guide roller, bolt, and don't forget the copper washer that fits in there. We need the centre of the guide roller to be between the two plates of the chain. That's the roller in between the two plates. Slide it up, and then you should be able to see the hole of the guide roller appear. There it is. just put that in loose for now. What we'll do with the oil pump drive, the prongs simply fit through and pass into the oil pump. As you spin, you'll feel it drop into place, and the pump, the teeth will be in line with the teeth on the and the teeth will line up with the teeth on the crankshaft sprocket. And now what I'll do, I'll just put this on to make sure that the timing marks. So there we've got the T aligned with the pointer, and that looks like that's close. Now with the camshaft, what we need to do with the hole where the dowel pin goes, start with that at 12 o'clock. As you feed it in, remember if you're assembling your engine, you'd put plenty of oil on there. As it starts to feed, twist, and it should pop in there nice and easy. As you can see on that, we are one tooth out. Just slacken that off. Move around one tooth. Now, with the T of top dead centre, aligning with the pointer, the circle on the cam sprocket in line with the mark on the cylinder head there. That's the valve timing. That's the valve timing set. So now I'll slacken the screw to allow the plunger to come out and tension the timing chain. Now all we need to do I'll refit the bridge, the bracket that holds the oil pump drive in place. Tighten these, and remembering to tighten the third one as well. And torque the two cam bolts, the guide roller bolt. But what are these two marks? So top dead centre fire, these two marks, what they are for, if you've seen my video on how to use a timing light or a strobe to set the ignition timing, when you're checking your advance and retard unit, when you rev the engine to 2,500 revs, at full advance, these marks should line up. So that's the full advance marks to check that your advance and retard ignition timing mechanism is working correctly. You shouldn't need to reset the tappets, the valve clearances, but it can't hurt just to have a look at what the clearance is anyway. And look at the difference from before. A slight movement of the crankshaft gives us movement on the cam. This engine will run much better, have more power, and use less fuel.